There's a 95% chance none of them are alive if they were over 30. I'm just kind of doing math.
I mean, immediate extradition if they are. As I'm sure Israel has done in the past with Nazis that they've found around the world. Immediate extradition, death penalty on public in America, fire, pay-per-view.
Immediate, if that was the case.
So today we're diving into a wild discussion from Patrick Bet-David and Andrew Schultz, where they're dropping some jaw-dropping claims about the JFK files. They're talking about the possibility of the CIA being involved in the assassination, what that means for the agency, and even some talk about Israel's potential involvement. The whole thing touches on trust in government, the military-industrial complex, and how deep these conspiracies might really go. So let's jump in and hear what Andrew Schultz and Patrick Bet-David have to say.
Yeah. What if 100% was CIA involved? Does it do anything to you? 100%.
Yeah, because then that agency to me has to go bye-bye.
The entire agency.
You think the agency has to go bye-bye?
So, okay, because at that magnitude, they all
So now
knew.
we don't
They
have
to know.
That's
So we don't have an
from
intelligence
63
community?
years ago.
Yeah, but they,
So-
okay.
Hang on. So from an agency from 60, let's just say 62 years ago, they did it. The whole agency needs to go done?
I say yes. That's so because the biggest, as a military veteran, treason, when you do something to hurt the country, this agency killed the sitting president. It doesn't get worse treasonous than that. Yes, everybody's gone.
No. Vinny.
What do you mean, no?
Well, let him get it out. Let him get it out.
No, but you understand, for instance, if Valuetainment did something wrong, of that magnitude, done, wiped
But
out.
the example in this situation would be if out of 200 employees, 22 people had a plot to do something that the other 178 didn't know. The whole company needs to go? I don't think so. Because
But do you not think that the head and the higher ups of this, if this is true, they didn't know? That doesn't take a
Okay,
small
so let me ask you
faction.
a question. Let's just say these guys did it. Why did they do it? Was it for cause? Was it for crusade? Was it for correcting an injustice? Or was it because they got paid? What do you think would be the main reason?
I think they got paid, and because the main things he was trying to do was not get us into war. He was anti-war. He was doing a bunch of stuff that was anti-Israel.
Perfect.
He was doing a bunch of stuff.
So let's just say he is an anti-war guy, because we know he was.
Yes.
So anti-war hurts who?
The military-industrial complex.
Okay, perfect.
And rich people.
So do you think the CIA agent working for the CIA cares deeply whether it's anti-war or not, or for war? Do you think they care?
The person
Do you
individually.
think the agent is that much of a believer that they care to say, this is why we took him out, because he's anti-war? Do you think the motivation was somebody paid an agent to take him out?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Patrick Bet-David is spot on here. The idea that every single agent is some mastermind behind it, nah, that's a stretch. It's probably more about the money or orders coming from the top. Patrick Bet-David is really just laying it out clearly. Not every single person in an agency is in on something like that. So, I mean, yeah, this makes a lot of sense.
You know what I'm asking?
Yeah. Probably paying the agent.
Okay, so then guess what? If that's the case,
It's not an indictment on the entire CIA.
I mean, look, I just sold a company 2.5 years ago. You know how many times when you go through this, you see bribery happening with different things? Hey, we'll do this for you to turn against this, and we'll do that to turn against. Then you watch everybody. You're like, all right, well, I thought that guy was 100%. Okay, that's what's going on. I thought this guy was. These types of things happen in so many. That's not a indictment on everybody in the company. However, let me ask the other question. Say it comes out that actually Israel was involved. What does it change for you?
If Israel was involved?
Let's just say Israel was involved. And what does that change for you?
I mean,
what does it change for you? If they were involved.
Immediate accountability.
Immediate accountability.
Absolutely.
Okay. And what does that mean? If it's because
are those people still around? Are those people still a part of
Probably not.
government? So none of them are alive. None of them are here.
62 years ago, if they were 30 years old then, they're probably 92 years old today. So there's a 95% chance none of them are alive if they were over 30. I'm just kind of doing math.
I mean, immediate extradition if they are. As I'm sure Israel has done in the past with Nazis that they've found around the world. Immediate extradition, death penalty on public in America, fire, pay-per-view.
Immediate, if that was the case.
Yeah. I mean, if it's proven guilty, you have to obviously give them due process, but 100%. And then I think that would greatly fracture the trust. Because understand, people are emotional beings. So the perception of a relationship matters. Right now, there's a great fracture, I think, with the perception of America and Israel's relationship.
Andrew Schultz, is making a super real point here. Like, how are we supposed to not question stuff just because someone's an ally? I don't know about you guys, but we criticize America all day long, and Andrew Schultz is just saying it should be the same for anyone else. It's refreshing to hear someone like Andrew Schultz just say it how it is, no filter.
And you should be able to criticize every fucking country. I hate this idea that like you can't criticize them. Like, we criticize America. Half America shits on America every single day. The other half shits on America every single day. But we can't question like what another country is doing because we're allies. Bullshit. No, you should not. Every single country can get it, or should be criticized 1,000%. But what's going to happen is if you see that another country killed one of our leaders, even if we're besties right now, that relationship is probably severed. It probably severed forever, in all seriousness. I mean, listen, we nuked Japan, and now, you know, we hang out, we go there. It's just the best time ever, 100%. But I don't know if Israel's got something as good as sushi.
We have the bagels.
Well, he says Tel Aviv nightlife is amazing.
No. I guess what I'm
is.
trying to say is like the public perception, there's going to be
Sure.
so much animosity that I don't know if any relationship could overcome that. You have to say that. So that severs the relationship immediately because the politicians are going to have to react to public sentiment. You can't just tell people, oh, but that was in the past. Now we're good.
I agree. I fully. So that's the part where, you know, the average non-journalist, you know, today there's two different types of journalists, right? There's the citizen journalist and there's the journalist.
Yeah.
And the question becomes, who do you trust? The guy that's a journalist went to brainwashing university that you have to believe in one way or another
BW.
and see the other side as the enemy. So it's not really journalism. It's journalism against the enemy. And then the citizen journalist is not a professional journalist. They're just kind of sitting there searching, Googling, grokking, ChatGPT, and whatever they're doing. And like, I came up with this. So you're like, whoa, that was kind of interesting. I didn't know about that. Good find. Tell me more. And you kind of seeing some of these guys that are coming up, the Carrolls of the world, you're looking, wow, I never know about that. Rob, what is this, by the way, that you got? Small clique within the CIA who was responsible.
That's the Gary Underhill thing that we showed
Do you
earlier.
have anything else outside of that to go through? What's this one here, Rob?
This video is back in 68 or 69.
Is this the LBJ video?
Yes, Billy Sol Estes talking with Clifton C. Carter about the administration, LBJ's administration. Well, technically be JFK's administration. LBJ was the vice president.
So, yeah, overall, Patrick Bet-David and Andrew Schultz are really shining in this convo. They're asking the real questions and keeping it honest about how deep these things can go, whether it's the CIA or other players involved. I love how both Patrick Bet-David and Andrew Schultz are pushing people to think critically and not just accept whatever the surface story is. Super interesting stuff for sure, but what do you guys think about Patrick Bet-David and Andrew Schultz' take on this? Do you agree or disagree? Let me know down below. Thanks again for watching, and take care.